Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to ETS19. Please have everyone come in. If you're outside, feel free to come in. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the 6th Annual Energy Thought Summit. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Jason Rodriguez, co-founder and CEO of Z Prime. I'm here with my magnificent colleagues. We've got Erin Hardick, Chris Moyer, and I love how you can see probably the diversity of Z Prime just in terms of how we decided just to dress differently. But I think that's part of the wonder of what we try to create at Z Prime. And I'm hoping that you get that diversity of thoughts, feelings, and connections while you're here over the next few days. I'm sure you're going to hear a lot of familiar things, but if we're doing our job right, you're going to hear a lot of things you haven't heard before, or hopefully see things from a different perspective. And it's very exciting for me to be up here with Erin and Chris, particularly Erin Hardick, who's been working very hard over the past 9 months, along with Erin Otan and several of our teams, to really come up with the storyline we wanted to tell, and who we wanted to tell that, and who did we want to have tell that story. And over the next 4 days, that's going to unfold, I think, in a way we've probably never done before. And so with that, before getting into it, I do want to thank all of our sponsors out there. We've had over 30 sponsors this year. Yeah, give them a round of applause. Sponsors, partners, some new, some have been sponsoring since the start of this, and we could not have done this without all of your input and feedback. So thank you so much. And so, just by a show of hands, whose first Energy Thought Summit is this? Oh wow, that's good. It's almost back to the room. Thank you, welcome. And I know we have several visitors, both from Australia, London. If you're visiting from overseas, do you show raise of hands? Ian, Ty, Australian. Thank you very much. Thanks and welcome. Awesome. So with that, I think we're ready, and I'm going to hand it over to Chris. As you probably know by now, our theme is Love Your Energy. And first thing we have, what does that mean? So here to convey what that means and why we're doing this, Chris, I'll hand it over to you.
Thanks, Jason. My name is Chris Moyer. I'm the Senior Director of Content and Research at Z Prime. And I have the distinct pleasure of being able to support and work with Erin Hardick and Erin Otan and more than a dozen people on our staff that helped put this event together. We could not have done it without everybody's effort and everybody working together. But when we sat down a year ago, coming out of ETS19, which the theme was Dream and Digital, we wanted to take it to that next step. Z Prime has always focused our research and our content around the change that's occurring in the energy industry and how that's impacting the nexus of cities, water, electric vehicles, the electrification movement. And when we thought about what the potential that digital transformation has for the industry, it really struck me as something that allowed us to have this third great revolution in delivering energy. And the first, of course, was the development of the grid in the 19th century, all the way to the 1930s. Coming out of World War II, you had the second one, which was the delivery of electricity to the home, the electrification of the home. And utilities, all of your predecessors, all of our predecessors were really seen as the purveyors of magic, almost. The electron changed the way that humans conducted life, conducted business, interacted with each other. It was fantastic. But unfortunately, we lost some of that luster and that mantle of innovation in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s for a variety of good reasons. Computers were coming along, television was coming along, and so people just expected that the light was going to come on, that the heat was going to come on. But now, with digitization and digitalization, we have the opportunity to once again understand who our customers are, understand what they need, what they want, how they want to control their energy to be both consumers and prosumers, and then deliver that energy in a cleaner, more sustainable fashion. And so we believe that after dreaming in digital, we can now, once again, both as the purveyors of the energy industry and the deliverers to our customers, love that energy that we produce. And so I'm so excited for this week where we get to talk about some of the biggest changes that are occurring. And I want to hand it over to Erin Hardick, because Erin was really the key leader in coming up with some of the content for this week. And she's going to talk a little bit about that content, what to expect, and then also a little bit about how we can communicate with the outside world so that they too know about how ETS is shaping the future of the energy industry. Erin?
Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jason. And honestly, I mean, it's an effort for all of Z Prime, the whole Z Prime team, to put this thing together, to create a narrative that engages attendees, but also leaves us thinking with, okay, these are some of the challenges that we all have. How can we move forward and address them? So we'll be talking about change management within organizations. How do you deal with this aging workforce and replace them with new expertise? Other things we'll be talking about, how is the changing environment affecting the grid? How do we keep the grid safe from both the environment and also cybersecurity? How do we continue to decentralize and decarbonize the grid, but continuing to make sure it's secure? And then also, what role do people play in all of this? How do we make sure that our workforce is empowered and becoming community advocates for our organizations and engaging with our customers in different ways, delivering first-hand experiences to both employees and our customers? But what I wanted to talk about briefly during this intro is social media during the event. So you'll see that we have the hashtag ETS19. We really encourage you guys to interact with us via social, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. Social media is a good way to continue some of the conversations that start on stage, that maybe you didn't get as much out of it that you wanted. You had some outstanding questions for those panelists. Go ahead and tweet at them. You never know who is going to interact with you and how much you can learn from social media. So use that hashtag ETS19. The other hashtag that you'll want to use is hashtag #LoveYourTrivia. So what we're going to be doing throughout the week is tweeting energy trivia questions from the ETS conference account. And what you're going to want to do is DM us what you believe is the correct answer to those trivia questions. And then at the end of the event, we will choose a winner who has the most answers, and we will give them a prize, maybe a free pass to next ETS20.
Hey, Erin, I'm a Zennial. What does DM mean?
So you'll want to... It's called sliding into a DM, Chris. You just want to direct message the ETS conference account. So check that messaging button on your Twitter. So please interact with us. Hopefully our trivia questions are interesting. Please don't Google too many of them. If anybody's getting all of them right, I'm going to come hunt you down and ask.
We have some very smart people in this audience, so we trust you. We trust you. But
so please use social media throughout the week. It's a good way to continuously engage and continue on with this knowledge sharing that we hope to achieve.
Thank you. Jason, this is exciting. You know, we've got a fantastic audience. We've got incredible speakers, great sponsors. We couldn't do it without all of you. Thank you for being here.